Welcome. I want to show you in this video how to make a Python application that scrapes YouTube to search for results. And this application is a flask application. So that means we will have a back end, a front end, and we will even deploy it onto AWS, onto an ec2 instance so that you can have a little IP address slash basically a URL so so people can access and see your website. So yeah, we're basically building an entire little website, and I'm gonna hold from you exactly how this little website looks, because first we're gonna build up the back end with VS Code here. So I have some notes I have up here. So the first thing we do is, of course, we're going to make the Flask application in VS Code. And I've already written a ton of code, so I'm going to be pasting in some stuff. But to get started, I recommend opening a bash terminal in your VS Code. So you're going to make a dir. We're going to call it YouTube demo, unless I already have a folder called that. Call YouTube Flask demo. And inside this, we're going to navigate into that folder. Yeah, we're going to navigate into it. And inside here, we're going to make a templates folder. Usually, you need to make a templates folder to put your front end code in. So we can do touch or make dir templates. Let me zoom in on this a little. Let's try that. Okay. We'll cd into. There's probably a quicker way to do this, but I'm not the best at using bash. We're going to make an index.html in there. So we're basically just setting things up right now. Setting the table here. And we'll just drop back. Yeah, we got stuff in there. Alright, we're just going to drop back to our root. Our root of this project is right here. And so from here, we're going to initiate a virtual environment. And initiating a virtual environment can be a little tricky. I think it depends if you're running Linux or if you're using Windows. But generally, the way you can launch your virtual environment. Okay, I think this is how you do it. Just doing it. I think it's a little slow right now. Kind of annoying. Okay, so I've set things up inside my bash, but I'm going to add this to VS Code because we want to work on it. So to add a project into your VS Code workspace, that's what you do. There it is. Project is here, and see our virtual environments there. Templates. We're going to make another file, app.py. This will be where our Python code is in. There's different theories on if you use like application.py or if you use app.py, but we're going to use app.py, and you're going to see later it's going to make things a little bit easier if we use app.py. And yeah, and we're going to actually activate our virtual environment. You have to do this first. I recommend activating your virtual environment before you get into downloading packages. So to activate your virtual environment, you do source venv/scripts/activate. See, now we're in our virtual environment. See, so we have a virtual environment. So now if we do like pip list, I might have to run this again. That's not good. But yeah, if we pip list, we see that we don't really have many Python packages in here, but we can go ahead and start bringing in packages to build our project. So we're first going to install pip install flask. Okay. And I have some other things that we have some other things we need. If I remember right. Yeah, these are the other, for this project in particular, we're going to need these other things. Maybe I could just copy and paste that in. I wonder if this will work. No. I don't think this is going to work. We'll just do it this way. ec2, then request, and the other one we need is regex. I don't think we need to install regex. I think it comes automatically. I think this is right. Okay. Let's list what packages we got in here. So we have our requests. Yeah, we got both of those, and we have our async IO in there. Async. Okay, so we got both of them. Cool. I'm not sure I have to install regex. I think it comes automatically. Alright, so we're going to just paste in code here. I already have a lot of code written. So let's just paste all this in. To this. Cool. Yeah, it's picking up on this regex. We already have regex in here somewhere in the system. Okay, we're going to paste in also the index.html because our index.html is blank. Remember to get your default HTML, usually you do this, right? But we already have HTML, so we'll bring that in. Cool. I even got some CSS in here. I added that last night. And we'll paste that in. Cool. Okay, so this app, what we do is we search for Java, JavaScript, Python. These are words, search words. So a user is going to search one of these terms, and then it's going to go through YouTube and look up videos about that. So I'll show it here. So let's see if you go on YouTube. And this is actually even filtered. Like this app does a filtered search. So it searches like videos, recent videos from this week that are over 20 minutes long. So we're searching for like, you know, good long videos and that are ranked by or sorted by view count. Okay, so if you go to YouTube and you search for like videos about coding, you can filter out the results like this, right? And so look at this. This is your, see on this URL here, it's got this SP here. SP, that means search parameter. And if you look at VS Code here, this is hard to see, but you see in VS Code we got the search parameter here. And see how it looks just like the search parameter on YouTube. So that's what we're doing. We're triggering the YouTube search parameter. So yeah, and then I think this is ready to run. I'll Control S, all this stuff, save all of it. Okay, and we're gonna run this program. Yeah, just type it in. See if this works. Okay, so it's running on this port here. I'm actually going to copy and paste this in. There you go. Just like that. So now we're going to search YouTube. So we're going to type in, let's say, JavaScript. Now let's say we typed in JavaScript. Yeah, lesson. All right, we're going to search YouTube for videos of JavaScript lesson. We're going to click search. And you see it tells us invalid search query. And that's because it's redundant, right? So we just searched YouTube for JavaScript lesson. So in the search query, we should type in like lesson, right? So we're not redundantly sending the string JavaScript. So we're going to type search. And there you go. It sends back a basic text string of links to YouTube videos. And if we inspect this body, response body form, yeah, there it is. It's just text here. Yeah, you see it down here. It just sends back text. It's not the most sophisticated thing in the world, but let's test this. So we're going to do some testing here. So you see, it tells us it sends back this link to this video, and it even shows us the title of the video. The title of the video is called Learn JavaScript in 12 Hours. So let's go to this link. So we'll go to this link. It's going to load up, and you see it's right. So the title of the video lines up with the URL, and that's not easy to code exactly, because just to show you how hard it is to code this, or now I think I took the more difficult route because I sorted the response from the server with regex, when you could use a library such as like Beautiful Soup or Selenium, or even this other thing I recommend, which is this. Go to this website, SerpHappy. It's got a really good thing here which helps you. It even has code for you. You can copy and paste. But there's all different kinds of Python libraries for scraping. This is one I recommend. But I used a more turgid approach where so let me show you. Let's say I commented out a lot of this code here. I'm gonna have to comment out like all of this basically. Yeah, let's try this. Let's say I commented out all of this stuff here. Yeah. Okay, so let's comment out all this stuff. All right. Let's see. Let me show you what I'm going to show you what the response body looks like. The raw response from this package, this request.html, what it looks like. And then the result will be the response here, right? And I think I have this right. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see if that works. Response. .text. Let's see if that's... I don't know if this will work. I don't know if I have to put this in a variable first. Let's rerun the server. Let's try it again. Let me see if I don't even think I have to restart it like that. Let's run this. Okay, cool, it worked. So this is like a raw response you get. And you see how long this is? Now this Python, the code, this backend code actually goes through all of this and it pulls out. You see how long this is? This is crazy how long this is. It's something like 70,000 or like 90,000 like characters or something. It's like 90,000 like words or something like that. It's huge. So this backend code we have actually scrapes through all this and pulls out the URLs and the titles of the video in order. So of course we don't want our program to actually send all this stuff back to the user. We want it a little bit more tidy, which is why we have the code in there, which is why it's more like a user-friendly application than an actual thing for us, the developers. So yeah, that's what the Python program does. And if you want a template as to how to scrape through like this raw response body and get URLs, the code that we have here is what you'll need. So we'll undo all this stuff. We don't need to do this anymore. Let's try to tidy this up. We'll uncomment this. Go back to where we were. Uncomment that. Cool. We'll rerun it. Should be back to normal. We'll search, run the search again. And we're back to getting normal looking results. That's amazing. It sorted through all that and it filtered out all that stuff and returned the stuff we need. And we did that using our regex library. It searches for these. You'll see it. You'll figure it out. Yeah. This here scrapes out the URLs, and then this one here, this regex pattern, finds the titles, and then it makes a set of the URLs, because that response body I showed you earlier, it actually has duplicate URLs for some reason. I don't know exactly, but the response body will give you some videos, and some of the videos it will give you multiple URLs back, and then some videos it won't. It's very strange. I don't know why YouTube does that. So you're gonna have to make a set of the URLs so you don't have duplicates. But the video titles, the response is good with sending only unique titles back. It doesn't. So yeah, I know it's confusing, but Then the rest of the code formats it to make it look. See, I have these like carets here. And then it takes the two lists. We create a list inside this Python of the URLs we get, and there's another list of the video titles, and then this function here zips them together. So then we get this list here is a zipped list of the URLs and the titles together next to each other, side by side. So yeah, the next thing we'll do now is I'll show you how to get this up onto AWS. And so then you can host it up there. But as it is right now, honestly, this stuff, this async IO, I'm not even sure if this has to be in the program. But I've tested this and it works with this async in there. So I have this in the program. I guess it's useful. It works. I know it works. So I'm gonna just show you this here. This here. This is a concatenation. So this is the pattern for YouTube URLs, and then it concatenates the URL. Anyway, yeah. I don't want to explain all this because let's go forward to AWS and show you how to bring in. Let me stop this. Let's show you how to get deployment going. I'm gonna zoom out of here. So then if you want to see this code, you can have a good look at it. This is the top. And we're just scrolling through here just so you can see the code that we're using. There you go. That's your Python backend. And this is your Python front end. Your CSS is here. That's for your gradient background. And then here is the simple stuff. Cool. So let's go to AWS. And you should have an AWS account. You can choose your region to be in. So choose a region that you think is appropriate. And what you'll do is you'll click Launch Instance. Oh, by the way, we're in the service called ec2. Okay. So from here, you'll go to Launch Instance. We'll give a name. Let's see if we get away with this. We're gonna select Ubuntu. And I think all this stuff is normal. One gigabyte memory. There's a couple different ones here. This one costs 4 cents per hour. This one's even cheaper, right? Let's see if this works. Key pair, we're not going to set up a key pair right now. I wonder if this is all good. We're going to create a security group. I already have a configuration saved here. So yeah, we have allow SSH from anywhere. What happens if we edit this? Okay, so for our HTTP, anywhere, right? And then the other ones we need are HTTP, HTTPS, custom TCP, I guess, custom TCP. I don't think we want anywhere for custom TCP. We want port range 8080. Hold on, struggling here. Protocols TCP custom, yeah, anywhere port 8080. I'm not sure how detailed this has to be, but so we set up HTTP. Now let's set up HTTPS. This stuff to me is very tricky. Okay. I think that's good. Anywhere. Yeah. I think this is all good here. And let's click here, advanced details. I think this is all set. Alright, so just to go over, give your project a name, select Ubuntu. Just kind of blow past this, blow past that. And yeah. So I think this is all good. So we're gonna go ahead and launch the instance. We noticed that you didn't select the key pair, but we're gonna just proceed with that one. And let's launch. Okay. Cool. So we launched it. And we can go ahead and connect to it. Now this is the fun part. And from here you just click connect. Alright, cool. So now from here I have to refer to my notes here, the procedure. So we're gonna, generally you should just update and install your Python 3 virtual environment. No, Control V doesn't work here. Paste that in. I'm already messing up. So we're gonna just run that. And then we're gonna Python 3 our virtual environment. I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste this. A lot of copying and pasting today. Run that. Do you want to continue? Yes. Let's go. So this is very obnoxious. It looks like it's broken, but you just click enter here. Nice. Now from here we're gonna make our stuff. We're gonna make our project inside of our server instance here. So we're gonna make dir and just call it hello world. Trust me, this is gonna make it a little bit easier, because I don't know about you, but I get confused when I start deviating from the templates already laid out. We're gonna cd into there. Hello world. Okay, cool. We're going to do similar to what we did in the VS Code, where we're going to set up our just directories. So we'll do make dir templates. CD into templates. And we'll make Now we'll make our index.html. And let's drop back to our root. Our root is called hello world, and we're gonna make our app.py. Cool. All we did here is just made some files and folders that don't really do anything, and now we're gonna activate our virtual environment, which we have to do. So to do that, we do source bin slash, not bin, bin. Or I think it's venv. Yeah, venv slash bin slash activate. This should activate our environment. Uh-oh. Got my syntax wrong. Oh, we don't even have a virtual. Oh, okay, we have to make our directory first. Kind of jumped ahead a little bit. Yeah, first we have to make our virtual environment folder. All right. So right now it's bringing in the virtual environment. Let's try to run the command again. Source venv bin slash activate. All right, cool. So if you see here, our virtual environment, we're in our virtual environment. Cool. So now we're going to do similar to what we did in VS Code, where we're going to install Flask. This is actually that request HTML. And here you're going to have to, I think you have to install regex. Yeah. So let's try that. So we're going to do pip install Flask async IO request.html and regex. Let me just take request-html. Yeah. All right. And we'll run this. Hopefully it works. Installing all that stuff. Looks good so far. Nice, I think it worked. Pip list to see those packages we just installed. Yup, it's got all our packages in there. Cool. Alright, now what we have to do is we have to paste in all the code that we need. So we'll do I think you do you could do sudo. I don't know if you have to do sudo. Let me check my notes here. Yeah, why not? We'll do sudo. You click I to edit this file. Now we're in insert mode, and so now we could paste in all our Python code we need. All right. Let's make sure this looks clean. We didn't mess with it at all, did we? Right. We'll right click and paste. Cool. Looks good. And we'll exit out of this, so click escape button, colon, WQ exclamation mark. Let's let ls here. So yeah, if you see here, we got our app.py, and if you ever want to read, just simply read a file, I think this is what you do. See, this is our app.py, and all our code is in there. Cool. So now we'll go to our index.html and we'll bring in the code that we need for that. So again, I'm not sure if I'm doing this exactly right. There's probably faster ways to use Vim, but I'm kind of new to it, so it's a learning process. We'll do I to insert. Now we have our code here. We'll insert that. Copy and paste. Right click, paste. Cool. Now we have our HTML in here. Click escape button. Whoops. Did that work? Nope. Escape again. Let me click that button again. Escape, :WQ. Enter. Cool. So I think we have all our code in there. Now let's run our app and let's see what happens. Actually, we have to drop back a directory. Let's drop back to our root. We'll do Python app.py. Okay, cool. It says our app is running on this local port here. Okay, cool. So we'll Control C and we'll go on to more deployment. All right. So we pasted in our VS Code. We tested it. Now we need to install GUnicorn. We'll go ahead with that. All right, it brought that in. Well, the next step is to do this. See, this is why we named our main app app.py, because it's going to make it easier when it comes to following what's in the docs. Okay, so app, it's going to listen to this app.py. Okay, so it's listening on port 8000, so we'll kill that, Control C. All right, now we are going to tell this program what to do when the server is called. So we'll paste in this code. All right, let's run this. We're back in our Vim editor, and we have to paste in this. Yeah. So we're going to paste that in, copy and paste. Right click, paste. Cool, and again, we call our application app.py because it makes all this stuff easier. If we didn't call it app.py, we'd have to edit this stuff. But this is ready to go now. Escape, :WQ. Enter. All right, next step. All right, we're going to reload our main thread. All right. We'll paste that in. All right. think we can copy and paste both of these in. 2 more commands to copy and paste in. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, and now we're gonna see if it's if we get the HTML response from localhost 8000. We'll paste this in. Yep. All right, so we called localhost 8000 and we got a response body. So this is good. It's telling us that this application.py is correctly sending the user the HTML file in the templates directory. So cool beans. We can keep going now. Now we have to get this proxy server going. We're going to copy and paste this in. And paste that in. I think click yes here. This is Nginx. Again, we get the purple screen of death. Just click enter. Cool. Now we could keep going. So we're going to start Nginx and enable Nginx and let our system know let our system know that we want this process on, I think it's like the main thread or something. And we're going to enable it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to do another Vim file. Copy and paste that command in there. Run it. We're back in our editor. Now this is going to be a little tricky for you guys, but you're going to have to go down below all these comments and paste in some stuff here. Let's make some space here. Okay, in here we're going to paste in this. Right click paste. So it tells you should look at the following URLs to grasp a solid understanding of Nginx configuration files. This file will automatically load configuration files provided by the other applications. So we're telling this to get this flask hello world file running on port 8000. We're going to scroll down the file here and we're going to paste this in. Proxy pass. Copy that. And we're going to go into here. There's different ways to do this. First attempt to serve requests as a file, then as a directory, then fall back to displaying 404. So we'll try this. We'll try this. This should work. Alright, and now we're done with this. So remember, we're gonna paste that line into this block of code here, into this location block. And we'll click escape. WQ exclamation enter. Alright, now the next step is to restart our server and then test out the website. And we'll paste that in. Cool. Now let's check our ec2 instance. Alright, so here, this is a tricky part, but we're gonna copy this public address. I'm going to paste it into here. Let's see what happens when we go there. There we go. It worked. So now your website, your YouTube scraping app, is now on your public ec2 instance. Now before I get too excited, let's test this out. Let's search for a video called Python arrays, and we'll search, and there we go. There's our links to YouTube videos, and we could go to one of these videos here. Let's go there. There it is. Now what's the title of this video? It's called Python Django, and you see here this video was uploaded 7 days ago. It's got 42 views. I might have to fix the code here, honestly. But the title of the video is correct here. Let's go to another one of these links here. This video link. Let's go to this one. Let's see how many views this video has. This is a video about the NumPy library. It's a Python library that deals with arrays. It only has 28 views. NumPy library. So yeah, if you type in Python arrays, there aren't too many videos that were made in the last few days about that. Or at least those videos weren't in the, at least the string Python arrays was not in the video title. You could create another program that scrapes through the video descriptions and the hashtags. Let's look up videos about Python tutorial. Let's search that. Now I think this video has a lot of views here. So let's go to this video URL. How many views? Yeah, this one has 14,000 views. So there's a lot of videos out there called Python tutorial. And we're going to test out the other functions. So let's say we typed in, see this one wants you to search for Java, JavaScript, or Python. But let's say we typed in like Kotlin classes. Let's say we search for that. Yep, it's going to tell us invalid language selection because we have to pick one of 3 of these. And let's say we typed in Java, but our search query was like something nonsensical like this. And let's try to go there. See, it's going to tell us no matching videos. As you would predict, there's no videos that are called that. And let's type in Java, and let's say we don't have any search query. We just want to search for videos about Java. It's going to tell us we need to fill the field out. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, play around with this ec2 instance. Don't play around too much, because if you get things wrong, then you're just going to get yourself stuck and you're going to waste a lot of time. But I think the configuration I showed you is a good way to just get it going and to get your IP up there, to get your address up and running. AWS does cost money, so as we saw earlier, it runs at something like 4 cents per minute, something like that. I hope it's not that much. So because of that, I'm probably gonna just stop this instance. Just click that and then I think you could just stop it. There might even be a way in this shell here just to freeze it. Well, we can stop the Nginx here. We could stop that Nginx. And then from there, we could stop this. But yeah, another tool I recommend is this regex 101 site. There's also this a plugin called I have it here, regex. It's called regex. I have some sort of regex plugin called regex previewer. Yeah, that's what I have. There's this plugin. Regex previewer helps you build regex. I think this website is really good though. You could check out this. This is another tool site to help. This is all for web scraping. This is very effective. Use another YouTube. Open up another YouTube tab to test. That's one thing I didn't show was let's compare this website we created to YouTube's. Okay, so let's type in Python lesson and compare that to YouTube. So we'll type in Python lesson. Let's search. See how fast that is? Took milliseconds. So there's a video. One of the top results it gives us is this video called Lesson 9 Deep Learning. And you see that the top result here on YouTube is deep learning. So this is why programming the backend was a little difficult, because you had to navigate through some of the pitfalls, because up here on the top is this video, and it's not really a kind of video we're looking for. This is an advertisement. What we really want is this video. And so, using regex, we helped get this, and didn't, like, maybe there's some other Python libraries that if you iterated like video title next, it would give back this video, and then it would give back this video. And then from there, you would probably have to pop the first element in the dictionary to take out the advertisements. But yeah, there's different layers of abstraction going on here. But yeah, we even threw some product testing in there. So yeah, if you like this video, just like and subscribe. Let me go back to this. Yeah, just like and subscribe. The code for this program will be on GitHub. And happy coding.